everybody. It's Sick Scotty reporting in for September. This is my third cold of the winter, and couple that with a couple of ear infections that I had. Or rather, it was kind of an ear infection that went from one side of my head and then back again. Yeah, ever since July, I've basically had a very bad run of luck with my health. And I don't know how sick I seem. I mean, it's not like healthy Scotty rolls up and suddenly looks like Fabio or anything. I'm not pretending. But anyway, this is the healthiest I've felt in a few days, and I'm looking at the channel and it's saying the last video was a week ago and then 2 weeks ago and blah blah blah. So I really wanted to just put something up, anything, just as a means of saying hello, as I do sometimes. Now's as good a time as any to tell you that I'm going to be going to Barcelona again, and for longer this time. And set aside the idea of me doing any hilarious travel videos, which I didn't do last time. I was thinking about what to record, beforehand to leave behind, or even if I want to do that. Now, for me personally, I could play any old thing and be happy. I mean, provided I have the health and the energy to sit down and do the recording and the editing. But if there's anything you particularly want to see, whoever you might be, I mean, I had some thoughts about that earlier. I'll get to that in a minute. Now's the time to tell me, because I've got about a month to go before I get out of here, and then I'm going to be gone for a couple of months. So, bye-bye. Preemptive bye-bye there, in case I don't wind up doing any of this. But since July, the last batch of videos we did, I've done a couple of one-offs since then, but since the last actual sessions of recording, I haven't been doing really much of anything other than being very sick. But even healthy Scotty's not a particularly good picture at the moment. It's feeling old and fat and kind of bald. It's remarkable what I've achieved, actually. I've kind of gone from Robert Plant skinny to Fraser body in the short space of about 10 years, and it's really a record effort. I'm very proud of myself in that regard. But I had some thoughts about how to pick what to play and, who's going to watch what. And I had a light bulb moment when I was sitting down trying to prepare this little intro. And that is that, I'm sitting here, breaking my balls, trying to think, well, what do the old timers want to watch? These team players. And then I realised, fuck, if they're not watching, no matter how much they claim to be into the gig, they're not team players. They're gone. They're in the rearview mirror. And it's, even if it's a vanishingly small number, the people that are watching are actually the ones you should be sucking up to. I was like, poof. I had a poof sound in my head. I get them sometimes. It's one of the chinks in my armor that I have. Poofs and chinks. I don't know what point I was trying to make just then, but yeah, this anxiety I have over what to record is it's not necessary. All of the inactivity we've had, I've been doing my best to kill the channel, basically, and I've done a very good job of that. So I don't really need to stress over what I put in front of you guys. If I want to play some more Knights of the Old Republic, I can just do it. It's not as though putting up some facade is really going to get bums in seats. And I'm glad about it. Even when we had something to fall back on, I didn't want to do it. I deliberately didn't play stuff that I thought might be more popular, because it's fuck, I want to do something else. I don't know, I'm just ranting now. Let's talk about Formula 1. Contrary to everything I just said about not caring who watches and all that stuff, I would have loved to have recorded a Formula 1 career mode or something, but even being resigned to a small crowd, it's still, you want a bit of an interaction, and I just don't know if it would be there if I started doing a thing like that. And also, it's a commitment. It's 20, how many races are there? 21? That's too many for me. I wanted to do a 1937 one, because that was only about 6 races, I think. But, again, who's going to watch that? So, I don't know. I am constantly weighing this up in my head, do I care versus blah blah blah. But yeah, with the Formula 1 thing, I would have had a grand old time with it, because I did make a character, and she's the black woman from another game I played called Tanisha Diamonds. She's my alter ego. My, oh, shit. Sick Scotty. I was going to try and make it through the whole thing without coughing. I don't want to gross you guys out. You cough green things up when you're sick, but have you ever coughed up a black thing? I don't mean fully, just literally black, but just you see flakes in there and ooh, that doesn't look healthy. I nearly went to the doctor, but I've had so many antibiotics this year with my previous illnesses that I was like, nah, fuck, I don't want to build up a resistance or anything like that. So I waited. I'm like, I can heal this myself. I can do it. I have the willpower. And it's been kind of working. I feel a lot better today. But anyway, Formula 1. Loads of fun with Tanisha Diamonds, my black female F1 driver, the first in history, I believe. And really, the sport is changing in leaps and bounds. I mean, you just sort of think of a couple of years ago, we had Nico Rosberg, our first gay champion, and now we're looking at Brendan Hartley, the first trans driver. So, I mean, it's change is inevitable, and it's good, it's beautiful. I really love the direction the sport's taking. There's also other fun stuff in the game, as you know, the Emma Jenkins character, your manager, and the sexy journalist.
I'll just go get into my latex boots, and then you can bang me until I can't see straight, tough guy.
There is no fucking safe word with us. I'm going to cram 3 fingers right up your shitter, slave.
Which is not a new idea. I think some old games had stuff like that in them as well. But anyway, there's other changes as well. Gone is the old character Randy, who used to handle your R&D. That's why I call him Randy. And he's been replaced by this super awesome, cool Aussie bloke, who's in charge of everything by the looks of things. He's like, you know, your man on the inside.
Oh, your skin's so soft, mate. Well, hey there, big shooter. Now, if you piss me off, I'm going to replace your engine with a set of Northumbrian small pipes. Now, as you can see, we've got some windows over there, which you can let some light in for the boys, which is nice, but you can't really see out of them, which sort of sucks. Now, we've also got a lot of technology here. We've got a printer, computers, clocks, a TV that doesn't work. I'm going to need your help fixing that one, because you look like you're pretty good with your hands. This is your office chair. Comfy as fuck. It's like having a fairy kissing your ass. You're cute. Let's keep it that way. Oh, by the way, your teammate's a retarded chimpanzee. Whatever you do, don't fucking stare at him.
But anyway, beyond that, I can't really tell you what I would have done with the career mode. I don't know if I would have picked like a shit team. I watched some people trying to build up a crap car and win the championship kind of thing. I was like, you know what? If I pay that much money for a game, I want to drive the best. It's like having DCS World. That's a flight simulator, in case you don't know. It's like buying that, and the planes are very expensive in that. You get DCS World, and then you fly around in like a Piper or a Parabo or something. Just get in the F-18. It's the best plane. It really is. I'm not even kidding. I'd love to show you me flying that around, actually, as well. So, for a video that's likely to get about 50 views, I'm thinking of doing that one. I'm not meaning to sound cynical. I'm just really not feeling very well. Oh, like I said, it's a brave new world, Formula 1. They got rid of the grid girls, and instead we get that stupid bitch Winnie Harlow. It's like, Winnie. Hey, Winnie got milk? Oh, no, not again. And just, I made that VR Formula 1 video right when the game was coming out, just to bitch about not getting an early copy. It was fun, it made me laugh, but I think you catch more bees with honey, and in future, if I want to play stuff, I'm going to have to be a lot nicer to the people that put it out. I can tell you some stories about that, but I've already taken up enough of your time. Let's have a look. Computer. Alright, I figured the only way I'm ever going to get this done is if I just sit down and go, and don't worry about how bad the race is. I picked a long one, because 5 laps seem too short, but I don't think we're going to make it 18 laps. I haven't got that kind of attention span, and I am sick as well. This is the most physically demanding kind of game you can play, except for maybe some VR stuff. And I've basically been curled up in a ball for about a week now. Oh, fuck, shift. Alright. At least hold position. We can't make up any... Oh, fuck's sake. I've actually got the game turned down kind of quiet. I can't hear the engine. Fuck. Ah, we're gonna get fucking... our position taken by this meatball slurping jackass. Oh, hit the brakes! Don't hit your teammate! Oh, yeah, about a week ago, I was playing an awful lot of this, trying to come to terms with this car, and the track and everything. And I got to the point where I could kind of qualify amongst the other AI driving this car. Oh, because the way the classic thing works is there's different types of car, and obviously from different years, some are going to be better than others. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, I might take mine back to the shop. I don't think it came with any ground effect. That was fucking... Oh, so I was going too slow for that to even work. What the fuck? That's a big long car. Which one is that? Oh, that's the 80s car. Anyway, just running my mouth. Yeah, no, I wanted to do this a while ago, and then, as has been the case this winter, I got sick. I don't know. You're getting me pretty much my best condition for a few days now. Which still, I feel kind of feverish, and warm and dewy, which I fucking hate. Really just hoping that my health picks up and that I'm feeling better before I go away. And as for what I was saying before about pre-recording videos and leaving them for you, I always enjoy doing that because it's weird. And having a deadline seems to set off a part of my brain that's dormant most of the time. And I try and trick myself into having like artificial deadlines and becoming productive that way, but it never works as much as having like a real limit, like, alright, in a month you're going to be overseas and you won't have your precious computer. You better make hay while the sun shines and do some stuff. Nothing seems to compare to that. I don't know why. I gotta concentrate on my shifting because I'm missing every gear. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm being very fucking... I don't know. Like I said, I was practicing this before I got sick, and it's starting to get kind of pacey. I'm not too fast. Not like, holy shit, this guy should be in esports fast, but I was doing alright against the computer. But I don't know, this pneumonia thing or whatever the fuck's going on with me seems to have shaved a few IQ points off. Oh, and I'm talking over the engine, so I don't know when to shift. Fuck you. The good thing is these three Ferraris just up ahead are slowing each other down. Fucking Pavarotti, Carreras, and what's the other one? Placido Domingo? Ooh! I just saw chunks come out of that fuck. Nice! I like it. Bring out a safety car, please. Oh. Yeah, no, what I was saying before, this car, and I don't know how accurate this is, but if it's anything, if it's remotely approaching realism, then ground effect was a fucking overrated revolution, because sorry. I'm dive bombing this fucker because I just don't... Stay behind me while I talk, bitch. Yeah, it's a squirrely fucking thing. More than you'd expect for some car that was allegedly some revolution in Formula 1 and, you know, planted all the time. I don't know if it was or not, but that's always the impression you get from various pundits. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh. I am sick. I mean visibly sick. Oh, this is like the most uncomfortable experience I've ever had making a video. Actually, that's a lie. I think the worst was when I wanted to make a My Summer Car video, but I was lacking in confidence, and I thought, I know, I'll drink some gin. Thinking that gin was just like a sort of a not particularly alcoholic drink. Because I don't know why I was under that impression. I guess because people always casually drinking it around him, putting it in things as a mixer. And I'm like, no, it's probably just for spice. You know, it adds a little something, a little kick. Didn't realise it was that fucking potent. How did I get to be an 11th? Oh, fuck you, Alright. Oh, suck my dick. There we go. It's getting on the power again on that corner. That's a fucking nightmare. Oh, here comes a zoomie. Oh, we got yellow up ahead. I hope one of your fucking heads fell off. It's 70s Formula 1. If you see a yellow flag, it means someone else is seeing red. Alright, here we go. Oh, see, you know, taking a week off to be sick, not only is it incredibly lame, but you lose a little bit of knowledge as well. Like, that corner back there is one that you can really, if you ace it, you're going much quicker than the computer. Even this one, actually. They seem to take it pretty easy. Oh! Fuck off, buddy. Jesus Christ. I can't balance that many plates at once. I'm not mentally here enough. I am getting a little breath. Oh, fuck me. I might need to go to the bathroom. You know, I don't know, is there a conventional wisdom when you're really, really sick in the lungs? Do you spit or swallow? I tried Googling that for advice earlier, and I got some kind of interesting feedback, but it wasn't really relating to what I wanted to know about. Whoa! Oh, this fucking car. What speed do I have to be going at for it to be officially a ground effect car? Like, is there a minimum? Because, I mean, that would explain a lot. Hang on. Just trying to match up with this fucking McLaren. Oh, I fucked up. I should probably just not talk and also have the speakers turned up because I'm not really doing the correct shifting at all. Ooh. I do like that corner. I really do. When you get it right, it feels good. In fact, this whole track, obviously they shortened it. They did a bit of a butchery job some years ago. And now I think I heard somebody say they were going to lengthen it again because it's too short for modern Formula 1. I don't know. It was hard. I actually wanted to pick a track to drive these classic cars on, and I'm looking at them, and none of it really appealed to me. None of it made sense because none of them, except for maybe Monaco, were like old tracks. Ugh. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Canada's been around for a while. I don't know, fuck Formula 1. I love it, but I hate it. Oh, turn. Yeah, we fucked it. That McLaren's finally gonna get past us. Yes! He dinged my wing. Do-up dago. Oh, he's a zoomie. He's probably Japanese. Alright. Well, I hope he doesn't zoom me. I think we can catch him. Maybe we can damage him as well. Oh man, now I've got a fucking yellow wing. Fuck. Probably not even going to be able to keep ahead of these guys. And these cars behind me, they're on outdated technology. My car should be the match of them. Oh, look at that. Yeah, going for a bit of a day on the beach. Yep, that's the ticket. Fuck you. What's this? Oh, look out! Oh! Got him. Alright. Fire. No, alright. That's me. Hang on. I don't know if I load up and try again after something like that. Give me a second to think about it. We can pretty much give up hope of me lasting a whole race. I just want to drive for a little longer because I didn't get my satisfaction for tonight. Turned up the sound a little bit so I can hear the revs as well. But I don't predict too much success. Yeah, cut the corner. Oh, that was a much better start. David's inviting me to play Rocket League. Son of a bitch! Don't make me fucking laugh while I'm driving, you cock! I wait around all day to play some games together. He waits! Until I'm in the middle of something! Alright, hang on. We're still in 6th. In the old scoring... in the old scoring system, we would have just been eligible for points. Oh, I do this fucking expecto patronum shit on the gear shifter, like to get down from 5th to 2nd, I'm like... What the f... I hit my front ring, are you fucking serious? We're not even 1 lap in and I'm already fucked. Get that shitbox out of my way. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I just haven't... Even on a good day, fully 100% healthy Scotty, at the peak of his mental and physical condition. Not really a pick for an F1 driver, but at the moment, considering the absolutely fucking apoplectic things my lungs are doing. Oh, shit. Pardon me. Oh no, overcooked it. I was thinking too much about riding my will. Oh, we're 7th. Oh, I can't even maintain position. And I've got a fucking dinged up car. Oh, I don't know, when I'm feeling better, this might be a game I play a little bit to while away the hours and feel good. Maybe I could just stream it. I could stream a career mode. But I don't even think you guys would want to watch that. Maybe you'd be better off streaming some Euro Truck. I mean, like I said before, if there's anything you want to see before Scotty disappears again for a couple of months, I mean, I gotta have to really level with you now. Really not joking around. Don't even know if there is going to be a Barry down in 12 and 6 months. Not because I don't want to, but just... I have to figure out a happy way to continue doing it. It's something that feels as though it makes sense, because... I mean, it's a self-defined sort of hobby, I think, and I don't really have a clear idea in my head of what I want it to look like anymore. I was watching a video from 4 years ago today, not just because I watch old videos, but because somebody commented on it. And, you know, I don't know. There was bits about it that I liked and then bits I didn't like, and... Oh! Somebody's slowing down. Get him. What was I talking about? YouTube stuff. Yeah, look, no, I love doing it. But I am an old man now. As I've probably said to you guys before, you can't just sit around in your bedroom doing stuff that you like doing, because if we could, we'd just jerk off all day. And, well, I'm probably capable of more than that, if I'm at least a little generous to myself. I mean, you can do some very good things in your bedroom. I have to be honest, that's why I've put so much energy into videos and stuff, is because you can actually make good ones if you knuckle down and try. And given the nature of what I do with music and videos and stuff, the bedroom's the only place I'm ever going to be making them, so I don't know. I still have a lot of love for the ideas that we've come up with and things that we haven't finished yet. But at the same time, how many times can I kill this channel dead by not being around? And what's there going to be left to come back to if it happens again? Anyway, I don't know. Your feedback is always appreciated. There's a car just like mine dicing with a McLaren behind me. I'm not really doing the best lap times. I can't really tell if it's because of the wing or it's because I'm sick. Fuck, I always fuck that first fucking corner up. Here we go. Sailing through like Captain Cook. Fuck's sake. But you know, Captain Cook once beached his ship. And this is your lucky day. I'm the reef. Oh, I am the storm. Fucked. Got him! He's fucking... Yeah, called it. He beached. Alright. I'm feeling good about myself again. The confidence is coming back. Wait, I'm only 7th? Fuck. I'm all about the classic cars. I don't know. I was just doing a little perusing, seeing what all the big dogs are playing. They're all playing with the current machines, you know. And I do like those cars more than a lot of retro sort of inclined people do. I don't buy these people that are like, oh man, it was so much more manly in the old days. I mean, of course it was in some senses, but in other, I mean, they're going around corners at speeds that you would be shitting yourself at in today's cars. So, I mean, I still have to have some respect for that. But at the same time, I don't know. If I'm gonna be, if it's all about wish fulfillment. If I'm gonna jump on my computer and pretend to be doing anything, I'm gonna go for the stuff that I really want, obviously. And that's, you know, the classics. Whoa. Oh shit. This is why I waste all that time and energy making a combi for a Seller Corsa. Wish fulfillment. This is why I spend all that time photoshopping a copy of a shirt that I had when I was 5. Classic big wheels. Ah, fuck. This Persian motherfucker has taken my place. Ah, man, I was shitting on 7th position again a minute ago, but now I wish I had it back. Let's try and catch him from the middle sector. I think we can do it. Oh, as he puts the rear tyre on the curb. Tell you what. Oh, no. Again, I want to blame the wing, but I think I've just lost whatever sympathy I had with this car that I built up through the week. So in summation, all I really have to say to you tonight is that being sick is shit. I hate what my body has done to me in the month since July. Obviously, I'm glad I'm not, like, deathly ill. You know, it's all relative. I'm sure anyone with a real problem would hear me tonight and say, shut the fuck up, Scotty. I don't know. I'm not a... I think you're allowed to have your own problems. Remember I said that if I ever have any, but... if you can't breathe properly, that's significant enough that you can be upset about it, I think. You don't have to... No, I don't know. What am I talking about? I'm just not this Irish fucking person that's going to sit there and going, oh, some people on holidays have it worse than you are. It's like, fuck off. I fucking feel like crap. I have to complain to somebody. Alright, look, I'm never going to catch this car. I fucked up. Let's just, what can we do? What's a good way to wrap this up? A couple of Ferraris coming up behind us. What do you want to bet he tries to get past me? Oh, shit! He got past me. Alright. Alright, how do people finish videos these days? Get our merch? We don't do merch. We had a shirt store on Spreadshirt, but I don't use it because I didn't want to... I had to fill out, like, tax information, and I'm like, if I'm not going to make any money, I'm fucking well not doing the paperwork for making money. So I just gave up on it. I have no idea where the money went for the smaller number of people that did buy anything from there. Enjoy it. Spend it in good health. But I will plug other merch. I've got this amazing jacket that I wear a lot in winter, but I've never had an excuse to wear on the channel. It's really, you know, very fetching, so grab that if you can. But anyway, oh fuck, censorado, don't look. Whoa. I'll put the uncensored version of that up on our new Patreon. Oh Jesus Christ. What was I going to say? Yeah, no, I'm an empty vessel now, guys. New videos coming if I feel healthy and have the time, and if anybody comments on this and says, "Hey Scotty, here's what I think you should do," with an honest suggestion. Otherwise, fuck it. I'm giving it all to David. Anyway, take it easy, guys. We miss you.
You should have some space going into the first corner.
That's your story. Queer.
I could say the same thing to you. What is it you want anyway?